This is Daniel Mandelker, and this is our podcast, Jackie's Books, where we will talk about novels by Jackie Adams, an emerging author. We will also bring you book reviews and other commentary. This is Daniel Mandelker for Jackie's Books. We are very excited today because Jackie's new novel, Sleepwalker, has just been published and is available on Amazon, and I think on Barnes & Noble too. This is a fantasy novel that Jackie had a lot of fun writing, and we know you will like it. Just go to JackieAdamsSite.wordpress.com, JackieAdamsSite.wordpress.com. And don't forget our new audiobook for Catfished. Matt, this question is interesting. What is the first thing I should do if I want to make my room or space quieter?
That's a good question, Daniel. So if we're talking just a basic living room in a house, the easiest way you can think about sound coming in and out is, follow me on this. Imagine if you filled your room full of water. Where would the water go? And the obvious places are going to be underneath a door. Usually there's space underneath that. So what I tell people is make a space a little bit more airtight or waterproof if we're following that kind of visual. So an example would be take a towel or two and stuff it at the bottom of a door so sound can't travel in and out from underneath the door. The way sound works is it basically bounces around in a space. And any area that you could kind of see light go through or there's airflow like that, sound really likes to bounce around and travel through those spots. So really the first thing I'd say is put some towels underneath the base of a door whenever it's closed, and then you'll stop sound coming from in and out of there. If anyone's ever lived with a roommate, that would be the first place I'd say that's where sound is coming in and out of. If we're talking the outside environment, same thing with a window, make sure windows are closed, things like that. So pretty cheap and easy, nothing permanent. That's the nice thing about that. And it'll make a huge difference. You might actually muffle conversation to the point that you can't understand someone outside the door, which is nice for privacy, but also just for soundproofing. So let's go and move on to the episode this week. I think because it's October, you've got some Halloween stories for us. What do you have?
The first one is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirlet Jackson. The chills in the 1959 Gothic horror classic, The Haunting of Hill House, will creep up on you slowly. Rather than relying on the sort of slasher gore you'd find in your average scary movie, author Shirlet Jackson plays on the fear of the unknown, spurring readers' imaginations to run wild. The story begins when researcher Dr. John Montag sets up a social experiment at a labyrinthine manor called Hill House. The haunted mansion sets the stage for visitors to experience unexplainable noises, smells, and cold sensations. But is Dr. Montag really in control? Participants are about to find out. The second one is Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. If you prefer October merrymaking over murder, you'll probably think Alice Hoffman's 1995 bewitching family drama, Practical Magic, is the top Halloween book of all time. The heartwarming story of Jillian and Sally, two sisters who want to flee their family's legacy of witchery, isn't scary or horrific. Instead, it's a touching story of sisterhood that's brimming with magic, romance, the right dash of family conflict, and promises of fall cheer. If you're looking for a feel-good book that still puts you in the Halloween spirit, you've found it. And the final one is The Once and Future Witches by Alix E. Harrow. A much adored 2020 smash on Goodreads, The Once and Future Witches will enchant anyone who loves books about witches. The tale details the lives of the Eastwood sisters, three 1893 New Salem suffragists fighting for the rights of modern women, real live witches included. This delightful story of history, fantasy, and female empowerment would make a juicy pick for October book club reading. After all, what screams Hollywood more than a trio of wild witches? That's it for Halloween. Good reading.